so today I'm going to tell you my top 5 favorite books of all time, which I think is an extremely intimate thing to know about a person. Feel free to judge me for these opinions because I harshly judge others based on what they think is good. Are you ready? All right, so starting with number 5, this is a book that is both of my parents' favorite book of all time. So I felt, I don't know, maybe morally compelled to include this on my list. It is Cien Años de Soledad, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Kind of a intricate history that I have with this book. I remember I was homesick from school and I decided I'm going to read this book now. As I was reading it, the author, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, died. So that really put me off. It kind of made me think that I had witch powers or something. I do feel kind of responsible for that. I don't know, the level of Spanish that was in this book as I was reading it was like a little bit beyond where I was at. So it felt pretty intimidating. And I stopped reading it because of that reason. Tried again many years later to read it in English. Also not that successful. It's a confusing book, okay? Mostly because everybody has the same name and it follows generations of the same family through 100 years. It wasn't until I tried it in Spanish as an audiobook when I finally was able to really get into this book. I think the reason that it was so confusing is because really weird things happen. Magical realism, that's kind of a genre, which if you're not familiar with that, it's really bizarre. There's another Gabriel Garcia Marquez book called Chronicle of a Death Foretold that I read in high school, which is a very short book. And I think that's a great introduction to magical realism. So if you're interested in him, I would suggest that maybe as a more approachable first book, because this one, you know, it took me several years to be able to finish it for the first time, multiple attempts. But once I did, it was extremely rewarding. It really stuck with me. Like, it's the kind of book that you think about for weeks after you finish. Really love this book. I might have killed the author though. Number 4. This is nonfiction and you might think it's a little bit odd, but I think it carries a lot of context with it, okay? And the context is that the Green brothers, John and Hank, mean quite a bit to me. Number 4 is The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. I was not even sure what this was about when I first picked it up. It just made me feel such profound emotion, such admiration for humanity. I think the concept in itself, basically John Green goes through and reviews different things about the Anthropocene, which is the history of the world, the history of humanity. I connected so deeply with this book. I still think about it all the time. I think about the song that's in this book. There is a hot dog that John Green recommended to me that made me fly to Iceland so that I could try it. It was, it's so impactful. I love the way that John Green writes. I love John Green as a person, as an author. I'm very excited for Hollywood Ending, available for pre-order now. I really love all of his novels. The Fault in Our Stars really did something to me in high school. It was extremely impactful. And Hank Green as well. Like, his books, A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. Is that what they're called? Yeah. They are incredible. Like, they're so well written. I listen to their podcast constantly. Yeah, they just mean so much. I learned so much about Canada geese in this book. Like, I don't know, I still carry the knowledge that John Green imparted with me from that. And I got one of the signed copies, which I think he broke a record for how much he signed these books. Like, he's always signing so many things. But John Green, if you ever see this, I thank you for doing what you do. Yeah, this is a great book if you haven't read it. And I think it's probably my favorite nonfiction book of all time. These top 3 are absolute 100% like incredible life-changing reads, okay? These are books that I struggle to rip myself away from. Like, I'm a chronic rereader and I just can't get myself to stop rereading these things. But number 3 is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I think I pronounce his name wrong constantly. I say Schusterman all the time. This book is incredible. It has a concept unlike anything I've ever read before. It takes place in a future where basically humanity has resolved all its problems. Like, there's no more sickness, there's no more reasons why people die. Like, we're able to cure anything. Like, if you fall off a 50-story building, they can revive you. There's basically no more death. So they have things called scythes, it's a profession that people are assigned to. It's very honorable. And these people are responsible for choosing who dies to keep the population under control. And it's so fascinating. I think that right now with AI, it's such a incredible conversation. We talk about the Thunderhead constantly whenever we're talking about AI, because I love the Thunderhead, which is like, it's basically like their cloud, right? Like their collection of human consciousness, supercomputer, AI. And I love the Thunderhead in this book, but I despise AI. And our AI will never be what the Thunderhead is. But the characters in the story, they're just so beautiful. They're just so, I don't know, this entire story is so impactful. It is a trilogy, and nothing has stayed with me quite like this story has stayed. Oh, look at that. Look at the scythes. I don't know if you can see it. This is the book Naked. And I do also have a signed copy of this one. I found this at Barnes & Noble, just like this. I recommend this to everyone. The audiobook is excellent. It's so good. And just like the conversation surrounding death and power, and I don't know, it's so fascinating. It's incredible. It's incredible. Number 2 is part of a series. It requires quite a bit of context, okay? The more context that you have with this novel going in, the better it gets, okay? Because this exists in a world where essentially you have a story, like a main story that started it all, and then there's like spin-offs to this story. You go back in time and you get to know like the ancestors of the protagonists of the original stories, okay? So it's like they're their great-great-grandparents. And then their great-great-grandparents have children, and then you get to know them. And then you go back to the future, and like the kids in the original story become adults. Like, time has passed, and now there's a new generation. And so that is Clockwork Princess. It was so hard to pick a favorite Cassandra Clare book. If you're not in the world of Cassandra Clare, like, I implore you to get into it. It is so worth it. The Shadowhunter series is literary art. Like, it's so beautiful. Just the way that all the stories are interwoven with each other. This is the 3rd book in the prequel to The Mortal Instruments. This series is called The Infernal Devices. I remember reading it for the very first time and gasping, like shocked, laughing hysterically. I remember when I got to the epilogue, sobbing hysterically for like the full day. Like, I think it was like the kind of situation where like I can't go into work today. Like, it was that serious, okay? Like, this book, okay, this has one of the greatest romances ever. And it's so hard to choose a favorite Cassandra Clare book because the other series have equally incredible books in them. I'm so jealous of you if you haven't read this. Like, if you haven't, like, I just wish, this is one of those things that like I wish I could go back in time, erase my memory, so that I could experience this book for the first time once again, okay? It's so freaking good. Oh my god, it's so freaking good. It's so freaking good. It's so freaking good. I think this story is like the early 1900s London, like such a vibe. Maybe late 1800s. Nephilim, I don't know if you know mythology. I think Supernatural kind of covers this, but they're half human, half angels, and they are charged with protecting humanity from demons. Like, that's their job, is they slay demons. It's not really what this book is about. That's just kind of the premise of the Shadowhunter Chronicles as a whole. Yeah, read it. It's so good. Oh, let me show it to you naked. Look, so pretty. I love that it's pink. My number 1 book of all time. This is a very popular book, so do you know what it is yet? Does this tip you off? If you've guessed it already, like, sorry that I'm basic, but it's just the way that I am, okay? I have to stop myself from rereading this book more than once a year, because you know, you can only read so many books in your lifetime, and if you waste your time just rereading the same books, like that's not really great. So my number one book of all time is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid, I will read her grocery list, okay? Any little thing that she puts out, I will read it. She's an incredible author. I'm lucky to exist at the same time as her. I love everything about her books, okay? And I love everything about this book in particular. This book, I cannot tell you the emotions that I felt reading it. Like, it means so much to me. And I remember when I read it for the first time, I was like, oh, this is my new favorite. It's so good. It's so good. I got a special edition copy. Behold, it's gorgeous. Evelyn Hugo, unfortunately, is not a real person. She was inspired by a memoir that she read of Ava Gardner. Although, when I originally read this, I thought it would probably be inspired by Elizabeth Taylor, you know, and her many husbands. But, I cannot even tell you my favorite line. That would spoil a lot of things. But I went into this book really not knowing anything, and it was absolutely fabulous. Let me show it to you naked. Look at it. It's so pretty. It has the rings on the side. It is also so pretty, you know, old classic Hollywood, black and white. And it's personalized to me. She wrote my name. She knows who I am. But yeah, Taylor Jenkins Reid, my favorite author. But this book is told in interview form. So it's basically like there's a present timeline, and then there's also flashbacks. Every husband gets their own like chapter era, you know. But I love this copy so much because like there's, you know, tabloids that are included in it. It's just so fun. I love this so much. Yeah, the love story in this novel is one of the most beautiful things. And I just feel like the way that it's described is so vivid. Like, I can see the movies in my mind. I can see the scenes that they describe in my mind. It was like, I feel like I finished reading this and I couldn't believe that Evelyn Hugo wasn't a real person. Like, I was just like, kind of like, what do you mean this is fiction? Like, it was just so, it was so captivating. That's what this novel is. It's captivating. And I love it. I have to, like I said, I constantly have to stop myself from rereading this. And Malibu Rising, which is another one of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. But this is my ultimate favorite of all time. It's just so perfect. You know, I've seen a lot of discourse about it. People say it's overrated, and I think they're overrated. Honorable mention, though, I do love Emily Henry. I think Funny Story is my favorite one of hers, and I also will read anything that she puts out. I am a pretty big reader. I'm not a speed reader or anything. I think I get through like 35 books. I think the most I've gotten is like 50 books a year on a really, really good year, and I was stressed, okay? But typical is like 30 books a year. That's kind of my speed. And yeah, I've pretty much been reading my whole life, if you're curious. These are my favorite books. What are yours? I need some book recs, so if you have some, you know what I like now. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was entertaining at least. I don't know what you would have gotten from it. I don't think it would be useful to you or anything. Oh, maybe it would be. Like, maybe you could read one of these books and then it changes your life or something. That would be really cool. But I will stop talking now.